Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the best midfielders on FIFA 23. I'll do a full tier list with a lot more options towards the end of the month, probably in a week or so. I want to see what we get in the FUT birthday promo. But today, we're going to be looking at the top 20. I say top 20. I just do a full concept squad, which is 23. Honestly, so far we've done defenders and fullbacks. This was a lot harder. There is a lot of brilliant midfielders on FIFA 23 right now. The criteria in terms of how I rank midfielders tends to be based on a few different things. So skill moves, not too big a deal. Would I like it? Sure, it's definitely a plus and it's nice, but I care much more about the weak foot for a midfielder. Ultimately, in the midfield, you want players who are able to turn and able to play on both feet. Height, it does help. Bigger body builds are good on this game, but smaller players can be very good in the middle of the pitch for turning and being agile. I don't really think work rates do a lot. Pace, definitely a big plus if you have it. Midfield probably matters less than some other positions, but I still think high-paced players make a big difference. Shooting, it matters more for attack-minded midfielders. I do think the meta on FIFA for the last couple of years, and definitely still this year, is midfielders who can do a bit of everything. So a player like Kante, I don't think is actually that good anymore on FIFA. So you won't find too many out-and-out defensive mids in this video. That's my opinion. Others might disagree. But shooting stats is a plus. I think you need 75 plus really to be fairly consistent from decent positions. Passing, the key passing stats for me are by far vision, short, and long pass. So if a player's good at them, then I'm happy. If he's not good at them, it's going to hurt how I rate the card. Being good on the ball definitely helps a lot. If your players are not good on the ball, it is massively going to hinder you. It's really, really important in my opinion. Agility, balance, dribbling matter the most in general for how good a player turns. But then for midfield, I do think ball control is useful, composure, so you can play good passes under pressure. Defending stats matter more for the CDM or centre mid who's going to stay back more, but defending awareness, interceptions definitely the most important there. And then stamina, you want high stamina in your midfield. Strength definitely matters. I really couldn't care too much about aggression or jumping for the most part of midfielder. So there you go. That is what we will be looking for. Traits, there's not really any I care about. Carlos Soler bringing us in at number 23. I'm not going to be rating cards all based on their chemistry. However, Carlos Soler definitely has good chemistry. He's fast, got very good, well-rounded stats. His shooting and defending aren't that high. He doesn't have any skill moves and he's not that big. Otherwise, he might be a bit higher, but still a very, very good card. But honestly, all of these midfielders are great. 22, we have Yaya Toure. People might have expected to see him higher. Any card that is in this video, I think, is a top-tier midfielder. That's how good the quality of midfielders is right now. There's so many good ones. I probably could have picked 30 to 40 top ones. So even though a card's 22 low down in this video, I still think they are very good before people start crying and saying I've insulted their family and their honour and all that. Yaya Toure is good. However, his pace, he's a little bit slower than some of the top midfielders now. He's quite clunky. His defending stats, whilst decent, aren't great. He obviously has some great qualities. 4'4" is good. Big body type. Very strong. Elite stamina. Good shot. Great on the key passing stats. He's very good. I just think his clunkiness, bit slow. He's not slow, but his pace isn't top tier. That pace combined with being a bit clunky definitely hurts the card, in my opinion. So I'm putting him a bit lower down the video. But I rate him. I used him for about a month and really liked him still. 21, we have Frankie de Jong. What do I think of Frankie de Jong? I think he's a pretty good midfielder. I used him again for a while. Stats-wise, Yaya Toure probably does look better than him, but I just preferred Frankie. He's a lot better on the ball, bit better defensively, quicker. I think his passing's better, even though he's got the worst weak foot. I think Frankie's just a very good player on this game, so he's 21. Number 20, Pedri. Pretty similar to Frankie, just more skill moves, better weak foot, better on the ball. Bit weaker, I think. No, got the same strength, okay, but fair bit worse defending. But I think he's just a little bit more well-rounded. 19, we've got Essien. Now, Essien is a bit clunky, you'd have thought. Not the best on the ball, but because he's small, not too small, but he's not too small that it hurts him. But because he's not too big, he feels pretty decent on the ball. Still, he's fairly quick. elite physical. He's got good short and long pass. His finishing's a bit low, but he has good shot power if he gets shot. Elite defending, so I do rate this card, put him in at 19. Fabian, little bit slow. That is the main issue with this card. But 4-4, a left footer, which helps him a bit on this video because you don't get a lot in this game. Good passing, very solid shoot, great on the ball, good defending, like mid-80s is very high, great stamina, really good card. 17, I think now. Pogba, 5'4", with a big body type is brilliant. Dribbling, he's pretty good on the ball. Bit clunky at that height, but the agility bounce ain't high, but it's okay. Elite dribbling stat though. One of the best midfielders in the game physically. Got a great shot. Insane passing. Pretty good defending, although that defending awareness is honking a bit. But it is a pretty good card in general. I think we've got 16 here. Kroos is higher than a lot of other players because of his 5-star, 5-star. He's a bit slow, bit clunky, not that strong. But 5-star, 5-star midfielder really elevates them. He's got insane passing, of course. Very good shot. Elite interception. Some pretty good stats on the dribbling. And his strength's pretty good. So he's got some very good stats. He's got a few stats that maybe are a bit lower than some of the more well-rounded players in this video. But 5-star, 5-star with some elite stats really help him. 15, Benzema. Very well-rounded. You'll hear me say that about most of these midfielders. Being well-rounded is key to being a top midfielder on this game, in my opinion. I think we're at 15. 5-star, 4-star. And just very good across the board. Elite shot for a midfielder. Very good on the key passing stats. Not the best on the ball, but still pretty good. Very solid defending stats and elite stamina and strength. Honestly, maybe he could have been higher. But there's just so many good options. 3-star, 3-star on Vieira. And not able to shoot and quite clunky. Hold him back. I think he's 14. The defending and physical is insane with that body type though. Pace, pretty decent. A bit slower than some of the higher cards. But if you want a defensive-minded player, he's as good as it gets, really. He would be higher. I just don't think players who aren't well-rounded are as good. But he's a top player still on this game. 13, low for Mateus. Nearly every other FIFA I'd be having Prime Vieira above Prime Mateus, to be honest. But this Mateus is very good. This year, 4-star weak foot. Bit clunky, but other than that, he's pretty elite everywhere. One of the fastest midfielders in the game. His strength ain't great, but you can put an anchor on him because he's so fast elsewhere that he actually becomes quite beast physically. Ridiculous defending. Great shot. Elite on the key passing stats. Top tier midfielder this year. 4-star weak foot's nice too. Number 12, I think it is. Gavi. Rapid. Absolutely rapid. Great stamina. His only massive weakness is strength and defending awareness, which are pretty key. But 4-star, 4-star with 95 average across the key free passing stats. One of the fastest midfielders in the game. Good shot, great movement. One of the best players on the game when it comes to on the ball. He is absolutely elite and ticks a lot of the boxes for some of the stuff that I really like in a top tier midfielder. So because of that, Gavi's broken into the top 12. I say top 12 as if that's some special. Top 10's where it gets a bit better. Park, 4-star weak foot. Great on the ball. Great passing. 99 stamina. Honestly, you might look and think, why is he higher than some of the other cards? He plays very well in game. He's very well rounded. 90 defending awareness on a guy who's also elite going forward. Well, not elite, but very good going forward. Is quite unique. 99 stamina, that defending awareness. Great at the key passing. Great at the ball. Fast. He's quite a unique player on this game, really, so that's why he's so high. Top 10 now. Verratti. One of my favourite players. I've used him a couple times this year. About as good as it gets on the ball. 93, 94, 93 on the key passing stats. 5-star weak foot. Elite defending on that interceptions. Very good across the rest of them, to be honest. Good stamina. Rapid. He's just so solid across the board. I'm a bit biased because I just really like the card when I've used him. He's not got the best shot. He's not very strong. And he's quite small. But that smallness, don't know if that's the correct way you'd say it, but him being quite small honestly helps him a lot when it comes to in-game being on the ball. And as a more stay-back midfielder, because I'd like to have a stay-back and someone who's also going to attack more, he doesn't really need to be able to shoot anywhere. Number 9, Goretzka. Bayern Munich obviously have potential to go further. They do have a tough tie in Man City, so this card, if he gets any more upgrades, becomes very, very special. But he ticks all the boxes, really, doesn't he? 4-star, weak foot, tall, great passing, amazing shot, pretty quick. Bit clunky, that's a bit of an issue. Not the best defensive awareness, which is what stops him going higher and higher. But if he gets like plus 2 or 3 more, he'll be like top few in the game. Valverde, a lot of this is based on his pace. He's insanely fast, great defending, great physical, bit clunky. I've not actually used the honourable mentions. I use the 88 because it's a lot better value, but this is obviously the best version of him. His passing's very good on the key passing because he's got a good shot. Number 7, Marcus Llorente. Honestly, he's just like Valverde, but a little bit more well-rounded, in my opinion. That is why I prefer him. But it's very tight between the two. Number 6, I think, Modric. Guy I packed this year. Probably the best player in the game on the ball with the team of the year, Messi. As insane as it gets passing, elite stamina, pretty quick, good shot, 4-star, 4-star. His strength and defending awareness are a bit lower than some of the other cards in this list, and he's a bit small, but top 6, very good position to be in. Number 5, David Beckham. Rapid, one of the fastest midfielders in the game. Great shot, insane passing, great on the ball. He can't be any higher though because his defending and strength are a bit low. You might be thinking, how is he above some of the other cards than Zell? He's just that good elsewhere and ticks so many good boxes. As a go-forward midfielder, who's amazing. Number 4 is Kevin De Bruyne. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. He's pretty quick. 85 pace is quick, but obviously there are midfielders who are a bit quicker that maybe help them. Some of the ones go above him. He's insane at pretty much everything. So that's going to be the same with all these midfielders left. Number 3 is Zidane. Zizou. Compared to De Bruyne beats him in some areas like defending. De Bruyne's got a bit more agility. De Bruyne's got a bit more defending. But Zidane's got a bit more strength. It's very, very tight between these two cards. But I've given it to Zidane because the 5-star skill moves. And he's a little bit bigger. But it's very tough. You could have picked either of them. Number 2 is Jude Bellingham. Compared to the other team of the year midfielders, he's better on the ball than De Bruyne. A lot better physically than Modric. Bit taller. Just insane. But honestly, from Modric to number 1, you could have interchanged them quite a lot. But I think the number 1's pretty set. Team of the year, Ruud Gullit. That massive body type. 5-star weak foot. Technically, is he better than De Bruyne across the board? Probably not. But his body type, his pace, his height, he's just an absolute monster. He's insane on everything. If we look at his stats, he has one attribute below 80. And that's sliding tackle, which just doesn't matter. In terms of attributes below 90, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he only has 11 stats that aren't even 90 or better. If we look, there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 14, 20, 25. There's 30 stats that are in the game, and 2/3 of his stats are 90 or better. And this is before chemistry style. If we put a shadow on him, he'd probably have like 4 or 5 stats max below 90. That's just insane. For a position where you want them to be good at everything, Hullit's just a beast. Comes with an insane price as well, though. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. As always, please do keep it spicy. I appreciate the support of the channel a lot. See you guys in the next one. Peace.